Today I want to speak about something that I've never spoken about publicly because I've always been too ashamed to talk about it online, but I still think that it can be valuable for a lot of you. I know the audio and the video quality and the lighting is not perfect, but I just want to share this with you real quick. I want to speak out about my porn addiction and what it really did to my life and the people around me. I think there's a massive problem going on right now online, that people are just speaking out about success, money, fitness and everything, but never really share the negative parts or the parts that most people would be ashamed to speak about. But I think that so many people are fighting these battles, so it's important to speak out about them. So that's what I'm going to do today, because I think if it can help you and even one person watching this, then it is worth it. So how did everything come about? I started watching porn when I was like 14 years old. And at the time I thought it was completely normal because my friends were doing it, and I had no negative feeling about it. So I just started watching it, but really fast I started to get into more extreme stuff, and I had to watch more extreme videos to satisfy my dopamine addiction. And as I was 14 years old, like, my brain wasn't fully developed, so I couldn't comprehend what I was seeing in these videos, and my brain just completely shut down. I developed heavy compulsive behaviors, a lot of anxiety and depression, everything at the same time as like a cause and effect reaction to one another. And then by the time that I have turned 16 years old, like, my parents saw what was going on, and I actually opened up to them, and they sent me to therapy to first of all deal with my compulsive behaviors, because it was also affecting their lives heavily. And therapy helped me with these compulsive behaviors, like it really did. It completely killed the compulsive behaviors, or healed it, to say it better. But the therapist was more like trying to develop a healthy relationship towards porn for me, and telling me that a healthy relationship with it is normal, which I think is a very dangerous advice to give someone who deals with all of that. And then I started to develop like an addiction, because like the therapist told me that it was fine to watch all of this, and all of this was spiraling down, and I just got into this vicious cycle where it wasn't feeling bad at all, because this therapist told me that it was completely fine to watch it and was so-called normal. So for a couple of years I didn't really feel huge effects on my life or on my feelings. I was just so used to feel depressed and anxiety, and I thought it was just part of my personality, and this was just who I was and who I was becoming. And the years passed by, and I didn't really notice who I was becoming. Like, it was like a really silent part type of depression and anxiety. And I saw all of my friends like getting girlfriends, developing all these relationships and experiences, and that was really what made me feel more insecure and even more alone, depressed. And I was just helpless, and the only thing that could numb this pain was porn, first of all, but also very extreme versions of porn, because there were days where I was just like waking up and watching porn from the morning to the evening, and my life just sucked, and I just felt like I completely lost control over everything. And then I basically hit rock bottom, because I basically watched all the free stuff that is out there, so I had to start paying for some of it, for some porn. And from there on, like, I spent money on it, spent way more time on it, and my life wasn't feeling good anymore. Like, there was this other experience where I lost all my money, and I was just using all of this to cope with all these pain and depression and sadness inside of me. which made everything even worse. And I wish I could stand here and tell you that I've beaten all of this, that I've beaten this addiction, but I haven't. What I can tell you, what I actually made it out of is, first of all, like consuming huge amounts of porn. Like I found my way out of this with content, creating purposeful content that helped me a lot. And my best friend, which I opened up about everything, or the most part of it, he actually helped me with not paying for anything anymore, which was good. Because I think like the financial part can really drag you down, even spending money on it. But now I came to the conclusion that if I want to keep making content about finance, how you can fix your finances and develop yourself even more, become the best version of yourself, I also have to become this version of myself. Because as in the one video I told all of you that this isn't a comeback story, at least not yet. I'm still working on myself, improving every day. So I'm doing something right now that I've never done before. I'm making it public, you know. I actually want to do like a challenge. I want to cut everything completely, cut all the porn out of my life for 90 days and document everything, how I feel, how I develop, how I heal on social media, sort of as a tool to sort of numb the pain in a positive way. Because I think the only way to beat something like this is accountability. And if you're watching this right now and it sounds a little bit familiar to you, I beg you, please take action. Not tomorrow, right now. Because you can stop at any time. You never know how much damage it can cause in your life until it's too late. So please, stop watching porn. And I can tell you this right now, you're not alone. And if you're struggling with this, you can always write me a DM or a comment or whatever you want. But please, just know that you're not alone and I'm with you. So if you want to see what happens over the 90 days, I will post regularly and I will still continue doing my financial education, financial therapy content. We have a lot coming up in the next couple of weeks. And everyone that has completed watching this video, thank you for everything that you've watched this video. It has been the hardest thing that I've ever done, opening up about it, but it's part of the process and I'll promise you that I'll get better.